Welcome back to the channel. We have big news for the M3. If you guys do not follow the Instagram, you should, because I post everything a little bit before I actually post on the channel, since I get a lot of stuff in quicker than I do videos in. But if you guys saw, we have a lot of packages up here. A lot of boxes. And we have a lot going on for the M3 coming up very shortly. So, one of our first things we have is, and I know guys, everybody's going to be skeptical, it's fine, you know, hate on me, do whatever, but we are going to test out some things for the car community to see if it'll work and see what we can get out of this car and what look we can get out of rattle cans, guys. I know, everybody's going to hate me for this, but we got a few sponsorships and a few people that want to see out there in the car community what I can do with their products. So we are going to test and see what we can do. Show you the first box here right now. So I came across this company one day randomly on Instagram. I know a few of you Canadian viewers and other people know this company, but I picked up, what is it, 16, 17 cans of Auto Dip. So, this company now is called Super Wraps, but they used to be called Auto Dip. So, what I got from them was all of their stock on their Maranello Red Super Wraps. So this is a sprayable vinyl, but it's different than Plasti Dip. I'm not exactly sure. It's like a sprayable vinyl is what they're calling it. I haven't used it before, but I've seen a lot of videos, and it comes out looking like glass pretty much when you're done spraying it. So we picked up enough cans to spray the entire M3. So that's going to be every panel, the whole freaking car getting sprayed with Maranello Red from Auto Dip or Super Wraps, however you want to call it. That is the first step. So I know a lot of people, they now sell the gallons, you can spray in the gun, all that stuff. We're using the cans, okay? That is only step one. Step two of this whole thing right now. So step two of this process is what you see here and what you see on top of the car. I have a lot of boxes, a lot, from Car Rep Spray. So Car Rep Spray is a new company that's out there that is offering their big thing, which I'm excited and I want to see, is their 2K Clear. Okay? This is a 2K, two-component clear coat. So, we have Spray Max I've used on this car before to repaint literally everything. Everything you've seen on this car that I painted has been Spray Max 2K Clear, where you pop the bottom, you break the catalyst, shake it, spray it, it's only got a certain pot life. This stuff has unlimited pot life, guys. So the 2K Clear, there's nothing to pop in the bottom, nothing on top. This is all built in. So once it hits the air, the catalyst goes to work. So this stuff will spray literally like a spray can that you can keep on the shelf and keep spraying, stop, and spray some more a week later. There's no pot life on this, guys. No pot life. I can't stress that enough. So this stuff, in combination with their epoxy primer, we are going to prep the car. So they sent us primer and clear coat. The base coat are super wraps. So we have some door dings, we have some nicks, we have some scratches. This car is 25 years old, 26 years old now, and it needs some love. It's one stage paint from the factory. It has some dings, some scratches all over it. So we are going to respray this entire car with what we have here. So we're going to take Car Rep sprays, primer, and all that stuff, and we are going to fix our dents, fix our dings. We are going to mask it all off. We are going to clean it all up, all of that. Then we are going to spray our super wraps, vinyl, all over the car. Completely respray the car, top to bottom, every panel. Then we are going to come back with Car Rep sprays, 2K clear, over top of the whole car, and then we're going to cut and polish it. Now, if you think I'm crazy, I probably am. This may not work. This may turn out to be a complete you-know-what show. But we are going to try to do it. We are going to figure out if this is actually going to work. But I'm not an idiot. I'm not just going to go off and start just spraying the car. We are going to test a fender here. Since all of this stuff is unlimited pot life, we don't have to wait. I don't have to break cans and hope to spray 5 panels and paint goes off and all that stuff. I don't have to worry about any of that. This is all unlimited pot life. So what we're going to do is we are going to clean up one fender. We are going to prime it. We are going to put super wraps on it. We're going to see how that looks, what that entails. Do these two mix? Do they not? Whatever. Then we're going to spray the 2K clear on top of it. We're going to see if the clear matches with the vinyl, if it's even possible. I know, Dip Your Car does it with clear coat on top, and they cut polish and it looks like paint. We're going to figure that out ourselves. We have no clue. This car's been sitting. It needs some love. We're going to make it red. It may not be hell rot, but it's damn near close. Damn near close to this color. But we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, so what? Happens. Peel it off. It's peelable. Either way, car is going to get painted. So if super wraps works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So we have some stuff to do other than prep this thing for paint. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump in the motor and we're going to finish putting on our carbon fiber plenum and all that fun stuff so that we can actually get the motor running. I have the battery here charging, so we're going to jump to motor. So let's get in there. Last time we actually left off, I honestly can't remember. Oh, we put in the radiator, put in the coolant tank, which I still have to figure out this mounting, but that's the least of our worries. But the last thing we had was our throttle position sensor. This on the back, and we had gotten this new thing from RHV, but I didn't know which way this freaking thing sat, and that's where I stopped. That I remember now why I stopped. I didn't know which way this went, so I didn't know how to put it on. But our friends on Instagram, he has put together a nice little kit that actually uses the S54 throttle bodies. Actually a pretty cool kit. We're debating on maybe selling the RHD and getting that one, but we gotta work some things out. We're a little far apart on what I need from him so I can, justify it with a baby on the way. So we're too far apart, so we're gonna figure this one out. So this has 2 positions, here and there. That seems like it needs to go straight up and down. but let's see if this actually fits in here. So one thing about the RHD kit, there's just so much unknown. Like, he doesn't describe a lot. He's like, just plug it in and go. And I'm like, I wish I could do that. It doesn't, not real responsive on how to do certain things. But let's get this bolted up and the TPS back on and figure this crap out. So, one thing with the RHD manifold, I think, is it doesn't fit back here with this whole trumpet on. I think what I did last time was I jacked the motor up enough to get it in and on, but I need to clean this thing up and then clean up the ITBs before we put this in. But I think I should be able to rock this, I think, enough to get it in there. But we'll also need to put our ICV into the bottom of this so that we can plug it in. I thought I had an extra length of that, but watching some Adam LZ while we're doing this so I can stay motivated. I think, is this the hose? I don't know if this is the hose or not. But let's clean this up real quick so that we can actually get this put on. I have to find this. I bought some gasket making material since this flange where everything sits along this isn't 100%, like when it's tight it doesn't seal 100%, and I'm getting air leakage from there. I don't know where it is, I bought gasket making material to make a gasket for this so that I could put it on, slide it on, and bolt it, and when we bolt it, it'll seal better. I didn't want to use silicone because I wanted to be able to remove it, but let me go find that real quick because that's going to make this so much easier. So guys, I found my gasket material. Nice little, right here, Velcro, make a gasket. So what we're going to do is we're going to line this up and we are going to do this so we have the least amount of cutting. So we're going to put this on the corner. We're going to sketch out on it the outline. Boom! You can kind of see we got it stretched out. What we're going to do is we're going to measure our thickness here and we're going to cut it that much inside, and that will be our gasket. Then we'll mark our holes, drill those out, and then we'll have a gasket. Now that we have that all marked out, we are ready to cut. And so let's cut this up. So we have our gasket. It is drilled for all our bolts, as you can see. It looks pretty good. Now all we need to do is actually put it on and start bolting these down. A few of these I want to chase. That one, this one. I think those are the only two I need to chase the threads. They are not that easy to put a screw into, and you can kind of see the way they were put in is kind of wonky, so we will chase those threads to make sure that they're able to easily thread these bolts in, and then we will get this installed. So guys, That was absolutely painful to do. I hate drilling through brand new carbon fiber, but we have to... Where did fitting go? We got our fitting for vacuum line, and we have to... Boom! Have to fit it so that we can run our vacuum hose to this from underneath from the ICV. So it's beautifully in there. Time to clean it up and put our lock on the other side. Then we'll be ready to reinstall our intake manifold. So guys, we have our intake manifold on, our gaskets on, everything's bolted up tight, super. We are waiting for our little bit of vent tube down here to dry. We used some silicone gasket maker to make a little airproof gasket. Once that dries, we can hook up the ICV. This will be ready to go. As you see, we kind of shifted off our whatchamacallit, our car to the side. As you saw, it was raining a little bit earlier. Well, the whole garage again filled with water as it's been doing, but we now know that it's coming in from the front, but we need to fix that, but that's a whole different story. But as you can see, the floor that we put down is starting to come up. That's because water sits here in pools, and yeah, so the floor had no chance. So the only other thing we have to do is I have to finish bleeding the brakes. Once that's done, this car is basically just down to bleeding the coolant system and bodywork. But it should start and run and drive and everything like that. The rest is just cosmetic stuff. So I'm gonna bleed these brakes real quick, and then I will be right back. So guys, engine's back together. We did not start it. We're working on the bleeding the brakes. We have our battery we haven't put in yet, but all the brakes are bled. You can see we have it up on all fours again, but we had to kind of rearrange it so we could get all fours off. So it is bled. So the fronts are bled, the rears are bled. We are good to go on our brakes. We can put our wheels back on, actually tighten them down for the, you know, not the last time, but for a final time-ish here. So, yeah, that is it. We are almost there, guys. Almost. So, I know we didn't get to start it, this video, and I know that I wanted to start it this video, but I need to check the oil because it's been sitting for about 4 months without starting. We need to check the oil. We need to get some coolant in it before I really want to start the motor and let it run. But everything is together. So our TPS is there. You saw us install that. We have our new gasket and our intake manifold. All we have to do is throw our MAF back on so we can start it. Fill this thing with coolant. But we are good to put the wheels back on and everything. So thanks for watching this video, guys. This may be the second to last video that I shoot for a little while. Our next video, we're going to be test spraying a fender for the M3 with our vinyl spray, our primer, and our clear coat, so we can see how this car is actually going to come out. We're going to test one fender. That's going to probably be our last video, guys, because Marissa is almost close to her due date, and we have maybe a week or two left before she gives birth to my son, Chandler. So this may be one of the last 2 videos of the series for a little while I take time off of work and enjoy some time with my son and my wife, and we really get to know Chandler once he makes his appearance into this world, guys. But like, comment, subscribe, follow along on Instagram. I definitely update daily on there, way more than I do on here. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next video.